Thank you for staying with us. Now we turn our spotlights to the Southeast, from questions of representation at the federal level to the strength of opposition politics and the future of national unity. The Southeast remains a critical player in Nigeria's political landscape. And joining me this evening to discuss this complex and evolving dynamics is former chairman of the All Progressives Congress APC in Enugu State. Tonight we're diving into party politics, regional concerns, security issues, and a path forward for the Southeast and Nigeria's democratic journey. Thank you very much for joining us. Dr. Nwoye.
Thank you for having me, Jim.
Right. Let's start with politics, because you left the APC because the leadership of the party in the Southeast are fully engaged in vindictive politics. The zonal leadership in the Southeast has lost direction. Those were your words when you angrily left the party. Why did you return?
No, I wasn't angry, Jimuke. I wasn't angry. I was being realistic. At the point, what they were doing was they were suspending people. They were chasing people out.
You were suspended?
Yeah, I was. Right. And then the former Senate president, you have Senator Kenny Namani, was suspended. The former governor of Enugu State. Even the serving, that's Sullivan Chime. Even the former speaker, Eugene Odo, was suspended. You have even the Ojuzo Kalu, the current serving, was suspended. So many of them. And you have just a single man running the Southeast politics as if it's his kitchen. He decides who gets what. And if you have a disagreement, he sends his errand boys, his political errand boys to hash it. And then when you take this matter to the national level, at that point, His Excellency Governor Ganduje was the chairman of APC. He maintains willful deafness and willful blindness. And for me, I'm a businessman. I don't have to study in politics. I was there to help, to assist. But when you're in a situation when you are a progressive and they're not following the Constitution, they are not following the rule of law, and it's a party I am part of, and I said, no, I can't be part of that. You have a chairman, the then chairman, who was removed, Barrister Gabala, was removed by the court as far back as last year. And then we took the paper to Governor, the then chairman Ganduje. He refused to do anything about it. The National Working Committee simply refused to acknowledge the rule of law. So for me to associate with such type of ignominy occurring within my party, a ruling party for that matter, it is a disgrace, it's a shameful thing. So I said, okay, I need to explain why I'm leaving. And recall, I didn't join any other party. Yes. So I made that point that I'm leaving. And the second question is, why did I come back? I kept complaining. And time for Governor Ganduje, its time ran out. Things caught up with him. He was thrown off the bus. When he was thrown off the bus...
And it looks like you're so happy with that.
Of course, I'm very pleased because he never adhered to the rule of law. So when he was thrown under the bus, we had another set of leadership. The then acting chairman of APC, who is Honorable Ali Boka Daluri, he took over. And then they approached me. They told me they're going. Yes, of course. They said they're going to right the wrong.
They promised you what?
No, it wasn't a promise. It's a simple. I said, they want me to come back to the party. I said, in order for me to come back to the party, you have to right the wrong. We have to look at. We're not saying give me anything. We are saying follow the law. Ugabala is not the chairman of the party in Enugu State. He has no place parading himself. Stop inviting him to the NEC meetings. If Ugabala sits in any NEC meeting as invited, he will void any decision passed there. Because we have a court order. It's a serious matter. We have a court order that is passed. But we cannot have that. They're going to look at it. Then, of course, by providence, a new chairman was recently appointed. And of course, it's very new. We've taken the matter to him. Unfortunately, he lost his mom. So that issue is still there. But for me to continue the fight, I had to come back. Because as a promise, these are honorable gentlemen. It's not just, that's the Ali Daluri. It's an honorable gentleman that took over from Ganduje and made a plea. And so it was not an issue of somebody thought, oh, I made it very clear why I was leaving. You failed to follow your own constitution. You failed to follow the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I can't be part of it. And I left and I started leading a group called the Progressives Group. They saw what we are doing. We are mobilizing in Enugu State. We are getting people started in the entire Southeast. We're even going across. I guess people got worried.
Because, I asked you why you returned to the party, because, your critics have continued to say your return was more about political survival than principle. You had a party in mind. Yes, you didn't announce any party, but you had a party in mind. But you were scared that if you eventually move to that party, you may become irrelevant. And so you had to return just like the prodigal son.
No. Nobody, listen, not like a prodigal son. A prodigal son came with nothing. I came with something. Just yesterday.
What did you come back with?
Let me tell you what I came back with. I came back with a plea. I started the political evangelism, reaching out to the PDP people, reaching out to the governor of Enugu State, reaching out to the senators. As at yesterday, a serving senator from my own zone, based on my reaching out.
You want him to join the APC?
Yes, and he has just declared he's going to do that. He's going to cross over. Senator Kevin Shugu, as at just yesterday, he had declared in the open, in the town square, that this Labour Party is dead, PDP is dead. They're just waiting for the official political funeral to take to be held.
But the rumor of him joining the APC had been there before yesterday.
It's not what yesterday is not a rumor. It's just like the rumor that there's a rumor that the governor of Enugu State might join APC. It is a rumor until something happens, and people are in the background. We don't just we have something to offer. So when I left and I came back, they were rattled. The people, the critics, of course, they were rattled. They were rattled because they saw a push. They were rattled because I brought back all those people they claim they have suspended. It is illegal suspension. And they are rattled because, obviously, listen, they claim they suspended me. I was actually appointed the chief of staff to the deputy national chairman North. They were rattled because I came back and I started telling people, political party is like a church. You don't chase people away. Chasing people away is what resulted in what I called the project 4772. You have the people you chased away, and what you gave your contribution to Mr. President is 4,772 votes. Far less than when I was the chairman, okay, in 2019. We gave the then President Muhammadu Buhari 54,000. Today, under the leadership of Uche Naji, that's the Minister for Innovation, Science and Technology, with all the noise, and him and Ugabala, instigating people to be suspended in Enugu State with all the noise. They gave to President Tinubu, then candidate Tinubu, 4,772 votes.
So this conflict is basically about we versus them.
Well, you have to divide.
Because actually they've come to say a lot about you on this program, and that's why I'm excited to be having this conversation with you. But overall, how would you describe the political landscape of the Southeast today? Do you believe the region is still marginalized politically? Because that was part of your issue.
Yes, it is still marginalized, because if you look at the level of appointment, you see that there's some level of marginalization going on.
Because the Southeast didn't deliver enough. Is that it?
Anyway, that's what they said. And that's again
Who
part.
said?
Of course, when you argue, the critics, those who are saying, why are you asking for more when you gave all this to Obi? They have their point.
Is that, yes.
Okay,
they have
their point. Yes, they have their point there. And that's what point I'm making, that when you have someone who gave 4,772, I agree, that's marginalization. But then for us to correct it, we have to recruit good players. We have to bring people in who can give more. We have to come back and fight for vote for President Tinubu, because we're going to win. Come 2027, President Tinubu is going to win, no matter what the opposition do. So the whole point is the Southeast cannot be left behind like they did before. I am on a mission to say, okay, our governor, who is a performing governor, President Tinubu has been there. His vice President Shetima has been there. Her Excellency the First Lady has been to Enugu. He has seen the transformational leadership going on there. He has seen how Enugu has been reformed within a very short time. The governor is not happy with PDP because of the way the PDP treated him. Many other political parties are reaching out.
So clearly he's moving to the APC.
No, we didn't say that. You can't say clearly. Many other political parties, there's options. He has options. Yes, of course. ADC is there. SDP is there. Some other political parties are there. But we must reach out to him. Then you have a suspended chairman, a minister who has been adjudged with a very, very low performance, not by me, but by the press, people like you, one of the newspapers that judged him. Okay, you know what they call him. I don't want to go on air on that part now and again. That is his record. You have him now claiming that he wants to come back to run in 2027. And not just that he wants to run, but he said he wants to prevent the governor from coming in. And he is there encouraging people to abuse a performing governor, people to lay claims that doesn't exist a performing governor, even when the performing governor took on the task of hosting over 20,000 lawyers, NBA. Okay, within a short time after the protests, based on the protests from Rivers State, they came to Enugu. Guess who captured it best? Senator Malai. He says that other governors should come and ask and see how Mba appoints people and assigns people, which is about recruitment. It is similar to how when Tinubu, now President Tinubu, was a governor. It is a talent that he brought that set Lagos the way. He set the pace where Lagos is now. Go to Enugu State. Every sector, we have moved off from the idea and the notion of building roads and bridges. They have gone into education, healthcare, turning a civil servant state into investment hub. We are going into tech. We are going into agroeconomy, the AI, all these things in less than 3 years.
All right.
Just 2 years
We'll
plus.
come back to Enugu politics, but let's still focus on Southeast politics as well, because before you attempt to give more, you must also assess APC's popularity and structure in the region, because one of the statements you made when you left the APC was that they are not interested in adding another state to the 2 states the party controls in the Southeast. And as far as they are concerned, the supremacy of the party is measured by how long they can go to oppress their perceived political enemies. So between then and now, what has changed?
Listen, between then and now, what has changed is that Governor Ganduje, the then Chairman Ganduje, had been removed. Having been removed,
he wasn't removed, he resigned.
Well, of course. You will say he resigned. He was removed, okay? On paper, he will say he resigned.
That's what we have. So let's stay with that.
We can stay with that. He resigned, okay? However it is, he resigned.
Yes.
Having resigned, we have a new set of leadership. And that new set of leadership, we are looking up to them. That we can come back as a force. You have those people whom they claim they have suspended, expelled, those people that their claim of suspension and expulsion was just for them to utilize the party structure as a financial enrichment. They have all come back. They have all come back to say, okay, you know what? What happened to us in Enugu in 2023 will not happen again. We came first from behind. Out of the 36 states was Abuja. And we're not talking about being last, fundamentally last. Some political ward in the western states, even in northern states, gave more votes than Enugu State gave President Tinubu. Then when you do that, you come back to say, oh, we need social appointment. Oh, we need, then come on. What did you contribute?
Because I also I also agree with you, and I also think something changed. Because, recently, Anambra State Governor, Professor Charles Soludo, endorsed Mr. President for a second term. How significant is that for you?
It's huge. It's huge because, when you see a president who has idea, who has a plan, he has this country at heart, and he has programmed that if you follow it continuously in the next 8 years, 8 years program, we will move this country beyond where we were before. The country is stabilizing. If you just cut it short, say, okay, do 4 years and let it go. The Naira is stabilizing. The security is getting better. There's employment. There is, of course, the food security. All these things are stabilized. All the things he put in place. Most states are getting more money. I still come back to my state. Unlike what they did, you see the subsidy remover, they are getting almost 5 or more times what they used to get. So it depends on what you do. Then you look at the local government reform that happened. You see the autonomy they're giving to the local government. Many local government are building things with the money they receive. If you just all of a sudden, you put a brake on it, that's assuming, but without conceding, that happens, Nigeria will be set back years behind. If you go into, again, I use Enugu State as a case study. You go in there, all the smart school, 260, never happened before. Every single ward gets one. It will not be built. If you go back, all the type 2 healthcare, 260 of them. Then you have the smart green farm, 260 of them. Then you have the the GTC. You have all manners of things going on. These are part of the fund.
If Enugu State today aligns with all of those progresses you've mentioned, if Enugu State today aligns with the federal, Enugu is APC, the federal is APC, what impact would that make or have on governance in the state?
Oh, it's huge. Today, if you look at the Minister of Innovation, Science and Technology, he was never vetted by anybody within the state. That's why I have all this cloud. That's why a newspaper would have joined him to be the worst performing minister. That's why they would call him a sleeping minister. That's why people are questioning his credentials. These things are there. Now, not me, but they're on the press. You look up this thing, whether it's true or false. Look up this stuff. Now, guess what? You have people from other states. You have someone from another state recommending people for us for appointment. You have another state governor poking into Enugu State. One of the biggest examples very recently, University of Nigeria, Nsukka. He had a situation where we needed a new VC. We've never had an indigenous VC. You have a governor of another state coming in to Enugu to appoint who becomes the VC, who becomes the chairman of the board. All these things would cease. Whether it's a commissioner or other people from other states, when they did the Southeast Development Commission, the governor did not participate on who become a member. Now you have people from Abia State appointing their own chief of staff to become member. You have people from even as far as Akwa Ibom appointing people from Enugu to be member.
But I also want us to look at the bigger picture and why APC has struggled to gain widespread support in the Southeast. But that will be after this break. Let's take a break now, everyone, and I'll come back. Thank you for staying with us, everyone. Dr. Ben Nwoye, former chairman, All Progressives Congress, Enugu State, is my guest tonight as we focused on Southeast politics, regional concerns, security issues, and the path forward for the Southeast and Nigeria's democratic journey. Thank you very much for staying with us on the program. Great conversation so far. But, you know, looking at the bigger picture and beyond this internal crisis within Enugu APC, why has it been so hard for the APC, or why has APC struggled to gain widespread support in the Southeast? Is this leadership choices or historical grievances?
No, it is kind of both. There are some historical grievances involved, but then the more reason is the reward system. If you look at the reward system, not from this president, from his predecessor. They just go out, they pick up people. When we fought, listen, people like me, we funded the formation of APC, from ACN and all that, and many of us. Then they went outside and started bringing people and making them ministers. When you do that and you start appointing people who never participated, now we are saying that Southeast is marginalized because of their limited contribution. But then even those who contributed, those who stood to be called names like Boko Haram and all that and sell out because they were Christian, like myself, I'm a Christian, a Catholic, and then fighting to elect then President Buhari, who was a Muslim. When you finish those fights, and then somebody who was never there, who didn't vote, the person
gets compensated.
Not compensated, you get rewarded for nothing. Then you see that they make a mockery of the system. And those people, they say they are technocrats. Where are the technocrats now? After 8 years of appointment of technocrats, they have enjoyed the loot of the war that they never participated in. They have all gone back again to foreign countries. We are still here evangelizing, saying that we need to build a country. I'm not going to name names, but go look at it. Just look it up. You see people who have come in, those who mobilized for Buhari, who were never rewarded or poorly rewarded. It still happened, unfortunately, in this dispensation. You have a man that gave Tinubu, he chased everybody away with the help of the Southeast APC Lord from another state. He chased everybody away. And he gave President Bola Ahmed Tinubu 4,772 votes. He get rewarded with the biggest ministry, which he's incompetent, according to the measure, not me. What has been measured by a third party.
So this is a valid concern, I must say. But has there been an effort by this administration to correct or right that wrong? So
far, there is there's absolutely nothing has been done because it has continued. If you look at the Southeast Development Commission, people they appointed there, many of them are PDP, people who fought us in just the last election. This is not happening not just to Southeast, but we are concentrating on Southeast. People who stood against us, you go and check it. There's even a gentleman who lost his House of Rep election against APC person. The APC young lady who fought against him, who stood the same vote, on the same day with President Tinubu, has not been rewarded. The man is now a director in the Southeast Development Commission. Where is the encouragement? So when you have that, people have this idea that they don't have to work for APC. They can go and manipulate their ways and find a way. President Tinubu does not know everybody. They can go through the system and then get an appointment, and then they stick it up to you and say, yeah, you worked and I get paid.
I wish we could continue this conversation, but really time is against us. But I'm sure there would be another time for us to continue this conversation. But quickly before I let you go, I mean, looking back on your time as APC chairman in Enugu State, what are you most proud of?
I was proud of the idea that we were the 2, the main opposition in Enugu State. I'm proud of the fact that we got people. Do you know that the former governor of Old Anambra State, Senator Jim Wood, we attracted him to join APC. Former senator, we attracted him to join APC. Senate President Ken Namani. Former Governor Sullivan Chime, we attracted him to join APC. GNG, that is Bazuag Meke Bazuag, we attracted him. The former Speaker of Enugu State House of Assembly. We attracted him to join APC. We grew the party from nothing to something. Before these people who just came in 2 months before election came and destroyed the party.
Are there unfinished business or goals you hope, or you still hope to see realized?
That's why I'm back. We will bring it back. Yes, I will realize that.
All right, then. Thank you for speaking with us, Dr. Ben Nwoye, former chairman APC Enugu State. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you
for
having me.
Now let's shift our attention to the grassroots, the communities that are often closest to the conflict, yes, furthest from the policies that aim to resolve them. In a country as